Join in, my people. Good morning. Welcome to this live. Put some love and likes as you're joining in, my people. Come on in. Come on over. I didn't get no notification that I was live, right? Because it took a little time. Well, I got it. I'm on phone. I got it. But love and likes as you join in, my people. I see you all. Never miss a Monday, Juliet Gordon Payton said. Never miss a Monday. I love that. We never want to miss a Monday indeed. God is good. First new day of a new work week for a lot of people. So come on in, come on over. Some people are off Sunday and Mondays. Some people are off Mondays and Tuesdays. So definitely. Thank you so much, Deborah Nelson, for the 200 stars. I appreciate you, darling. Appreciate you all as you join in so early in the morning. Janice Brown Creates. I see you in there. Janice, I just saw your post as I was coming to hit live. Janice Brown is going live tonight, my people. Don't miss out. I might miss out because then I might be somewhere in Snoozeville, but I will catch it on when I can on another day. Probably by tomorrow evening or probably early in the morning when I wake up, right? So guys, check that out later. Maybe Janice will post what time she's coming. Check that out. And I know that on Saturday, someone was also asking for me to put CC's page name in the comments. Remember, anytime anybody comes to speak on this platform, whether it's CC, Mama, anybody else, and you want to follow them, when the video is over, it will show you at the top of the video, right? Where it shows that Sweet Peach was live. It will say that Sweet Peach was live with, 2 other people or JJ and 3 other people. All you got to do is click the others And when you click the others, it will show you that CC was one, and you will be able to automatically go straight to her page from there and follow if you're not following, or again, anybody else that you wish to follow that actually spoke here. So yes, and if they call in and you want to know their name and they don't have no problem with me giving you their name, then we will go from there, right? So that you can follow anybody. We are here to spread love, and that's what we do. We can spread it. It's more than enough to go around, right? So don't be selfish. But Julie Peter King said, good morning, Sweet Peach, and everyone. I always love and like before I enter the platform. Thank you so much, Julie Peter King, for doing that. I know that some people can't do it, when it's first happening, so they go back afterwards. But I appreciate you all. Love and likes, that's what keep the video going. That's what push the videos out. Even though these live videos do not make any money, but that doesn't matter. But at least keep the love and likes going so that we can continue to keep this platform going. And the good news is that our issues that we've had 6 months and beyond, that's coming to an end very soon. I'm very excited for that, because last thing you want to do is have issues on your Facebook pages, right? So I'm very happy for that. And thank you to everyone also that donated to our sister that has the breast cancer as well. She's very appreciative of all of you. You all are amazing. Thank you all for doing that for her. You've helped her out tremendously, not just with the phone bill, right? It all started with making sure that she could pay her cell phone bill, but the funds went even beyond that, because there were many others that donated as well. Some people sent $200, $150. I mean, you guys are amazing. That's what it's all about. It's good to help people that are really in need. And thank you all for doing that as well. So for the sister that sent me a message as well about your daughter, I will post that on Wednesday, darling, because I need to read about it a little bit more before I can even do anything further with that. But again, we are here. We are lovers. We're not haters. And if we can help anyone along the way, that's what we're going to do. Because God put people in our path to help us in our own struggles and trials and tribulations. So we must be there for others. Christian Grumps, thank you so much for 50 stars. I appreciate you. So today, guys, and the year just begun. And the year just begun is my caption, because the year just begun. And let me tell you, there's so many things that has happened in this little January here, this January, that I'm like, oh my God. If so many things has happened in this one January, what are we going to expect next month in February? What are we going to expect in the next coming months is what I'm going to say. And when I tell you there's a lot of things out there going on in the world, it might not be in people's personal life. It might just be so many things that are going on that might also eventually affect you, your family members. Even if it don't affect you or your family members, it might affect some friends or some family members of your friends as well, or vice versa, right? So I'm sure you've all been watching, you've all been seeing what's going on over here, what's going on last week, what's going on with the whole immigration stuff, my people, is where I'm going with this. I'm sure y'all been seeing it. I even had to tell my own son last night, I said, look, this is what's going on, because I read it online about how they even going at schools. And I'm like, wait, hold up. Schools? Say what? For what? For what reason? Like, seriously. So I'm like, when I told my son, guess what he told me? Yeah, Mom, I know. I heard. And I'm like, what? So you heard? You didn't tell me nothing. Because I just read about it last night, guys. I read about it because someone sent me a video. And the video was saying some stuff about, immigration and when you're traveling and so forth. So once I listened to that video, I started venturing on Google. And I started reading all of this stuff about this school. And I'm like, wait. But going to the school for what reason? But then I text my sister about the same thing. And she said, yes, they already been to a school in Chicago, but the principal did not let them come in. Which is understandable, right? Because, this is a school. Like, children are there. Seriously, this is a real delicate situation. Because the parents are not at the school. Well, technically there's adults working at the school, but children that are going to that school, their parents are not there. So why would you even go and question children? You get what I'm saying? But anyhow, based on what I read, it is saying that the principals of a lot of schools, there's been a mass thing put out there that the principals and so forth, they're not supposed to let them into the schools unless they have a warrant, right? A real warrant from a judge. You know what I mean? So I wanted to put Mark on alert because, again, he going to school. He's surrounded by many children from different race, different countries. Even though he was born here, I still want him to be on alert of what's happening, what's going on, and if, you know, anything like that happened at the school or whatever precautions, you know, whatever. You don't know what the hell going on. But Esther and Sister Peach, you look so pretty today. Your hair looks nice on you. Lots of love from Australia. Thank you so much, Esther. Appreciate you, darling. So, Jesus. Gloria Jones. Really? Gloria Jones is saying, everyone collecting stars now. Go in and open a page now as we speak. Go ahead, darling. Open it. As a matter of fact, open 5 if you can. Open it up. You can do whatever you want to do, darling, because you know what? Think about it, truly. It's monetization that Facebook offers, right? When they tell you, hey, you've been approved for stars, or you can now activate your stars, it's up to you. If you want to click that dial to activate it, if you want to say, you know what, no, I don't need the stars because I already got it like that, it's up to you. You know, to each its own. Same thing with the subscription, same thing with other things. To each its own. But go ahead and open up one, girl. Open 5. Because I hear that they're giving a great incentive now when you open up a new page, which comes with certain stipulations as well. So really fine print. You know what I mean? So do it. All of you do it. Open up a page. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. No matter what it is. Anything is content. Even if you plant a couple of soursop trees in the back of the house and you talk about it, or you show people as it grew little by little, every time you water it, do it. All y'all open up a page, I tell you. You can do your work and still come and do something in the evenings. To each his own, darling. Janice Brown Create said, the T-Man in playing. I'm speaking to my uncle in New Jersey, and while I was speaking to him, they busted in the food market for raid. Oh, Jesus. I was like, what in the world? That's what I'm talking about, darling. That's what I'm saying, and this is only January. And seriously, even though a lot of people might sit back and say, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't worry about it. It's not whether it got anything to do with you or not. That's not the way to think in this life. Because truly, yes, if they're getting rid of a lot of people that doing a lot of bad things, you know, that are compelling people or causing people harm, or yeah, I could see the reasons for that. But what about the ones that are not? What about the ones that are just living their life and doing the right things? You know what I mean? And yes, they're going to be busting in a lot of places. So that's why I said it's only January. So prepare yourselves. And you might not be preparing yourself, but prepare to see stuff going on around the place. All I'm going to remind you is always walk with your IDs, your documents, whatever that may be, right? You got it. Because if you think, oh, I'm a U.S. citizen, I'm not worried about it. They're not going to do me nothing. I'm just good. And they check my name, they're going to see it. Let me tell you, I heard that they stopped one guy. This guy wasn't even an old guy. Old meaning like in his 30s. I don't know how old he was. And he was a U.S. citizen, okay? But that didn't matter. He was from another country, state, and he had nothing on him. Nothing. Thank God that when he called his mama on the phone, right there with them people, thank God his mama was home where she could take a screenshot of his document page to text him so he can show it to these people. So carry your documents with you. And if you don't like carrying your documents with you, guess what? Take a screenshot of the page or the pages or whatever you need to do to keep it with you, because you never know. Just having your driver's license with you is not enough. Just having your social security card with you is not enough. Take your documents, even if you just take a screenshot, like I said, because it's getting really rough out there, and don't think that you are exempt from anything. Brenda, or you are right, but it gotta come with a warrant, right? Like at the schools. She's saying the principals can't stop ICE, otherwise they can be arrested, but they got the right to say, let me see your warrant. Because again, that's a school. That's not like a workplace where you come in for people that are illegal, that are working, you know what I mean? Like in a company or a food market. No, this is a school now. So they should be able to say, look, we need to see some stuff. True, Marlene Smith, you're right. Stars are there for everyone. Whether people choose to send or not is their choice. They're not obligated to, but that's by choice. So you are right. So if you got a page, keep your stars on, keep your monetization on, keep whatever you got going on, all right? Because guess what? If people choose to give, that's by their choice. If they don't, you just keep it moving. So people that are still talking about stars around the place, they should just stop. Just don't even talk about it no more. It's there. Go open a page and get some stars too if you want to. So Janice Brown is saying there's going to be a lot of lawsuits because they are detaining U.S. citizens. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. And the video that this person sent me, she was like, oh, you can play it. And then I was like, no, I don't want to play it because when the person is speaking, that person is an immigration lawyer. So imagine how many times they call in all these words. This person's name, this thing. I didn't want that to be played on my video, right? No, I don't. But one great important thing that she said on that video that I wanted to share as well is that she said when it comes to traveling, be very, very on your toes. Because a lot of people that got U.S. citizenship, when you go to another country, international country especially, be very aware when you come back to the airport because they will scrutinize you. They're going to give you all this problem. She said that even some of the officers that are working near the airport and stuff now, they're just giving people more hassle than they did before. And one thing to not do is sign anything. She said don't sign anything at all if you're coming back in from a country that you ain't to nationally. Because she said what you're signing, you're not even going to know that this is a something to say revoke. It's not going to revoke on it, but that would be the purpose of it. So she said do not sign anything. If they tell you got to sign something to enter again, tell them straight and plain, you wish to speak with an immigration lawyer or an immigration judge. Because the moment you go and sign, guess what? That is it. So be aware, be alert, my people. Again, there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, I ain't worried about that. I'm a U.S. citizen. I ain't bothered. They can do whatever they want. No, don't think of it like that. Because even U.S. citizens are getting detained as well. Daphne Neal said, good morning, sweet peach and everyone. Sending positive vibes. Are you selling that t-shirt? Yeah, we have. Yes, these t-shirts are being sold still. If you want any, you know, I don't order unless people put in an order. Then I let the guy know. But yes, we were selling these yellow, pink. It was a deep pink, a light pink. I think we even had purple as well. So yeah, and black, yes. So yes, my people. So Shalitra is saying, I'm sitting back looking at this. Is crazy. And darling, me too. When in just a matter of my weekend, the amount of things that came to me, whether it was videos about things that were happening, that were going on, all these people over in Boston, that this happened to, and I'm actually seeing the people coming out arrested, but you know, they got the face blurred out, obviously. And then people sending me things on TikTok. And I'm like, wait, where the hell have I been? This is only January. This thing, like it just went, thing just went off crazy in a matter of just a week or two, my people. Because I even heard about a Detroit man who I didn't even hear nothing about, that they went to arrest or detain, whatever, his wife, I guess, of 30 years, a Trinidadian woman. And he... some pipe, B-O-M-B, is what went off and occupying 5 of the ICE people. I'm like, weird. How the hell am I not hearing about all these things going on? So yes, over the weekend, all the stuff that I heard about and that I see with my own eyes that has happened, I was like, what the heck is going on? This is only January. It seems like this year has just Or it's just going to be one of those years that are just going to be a crazy one? Is it because it's an odd year? Is the question I'm asking myself. But everyone should be on alert. Everyone. You're not exempt. Don't care about your status. You're not exempt. Especially people in America. I even saw one where they detained a man that was at the airport in the UK. Jesus, but his story and his situation was crazy because he should have known that they were going to detain him and ask him all these questions, because he claimed he was going to be staying in the UK for 4 months or 3 months or something like that. But he ain't got no money to sustain him for all these months. And then the stuff that he packed in his suitcase is what was so concerning. So I didn't even let him through here, but they questioned him, obviously, and unpack all his stuff. Why are you bringing this? Why are you trying to bring this? Didn't your visa just get denied 3 weeks ago to come to the UK? Why is it that you're still coming for 4 months with no money? What is your plan? He even had a mask, I think, in his suitcase. I mean, this is crazy stuff, you know? Donald Lane said, thanks for the tip. I have global entry, so when I travel outside and return back, I don't have to stop at the immigration. Good for you, darling. You said they call it global entry. I'll look that up and see, because I never heard about that one. But I guess that's where you probably bypass immigration, whatever, I guess, is what you mean. And to be honest, when I went to Nigeria and I came back, right? When I came back, I got off the flight off of Nigeria. I landed in Atlanta. And when I came through, going through, you know, you got to come through the checking point, come back through the immigration to come back in. And when the man was taking your fingerprints and doing all this, I was like, wait, this is weird. But I mean, since I've been in this country, I haven't traveled internationally. I went to, like when I went to the Bahamas, I went on a cruise, which you had to show your documents too. But when I went to other places, Las Vegas and all, they were just casual. But when you're on a cruise, it's different, right? Because they ain't going through all that. You're just showing your documents and so forth. But this one was weird. And I was like, what the heck is all this about? So when I talked to one of my friends who's from Barbados, that she got a Barbados, and then she said, darling, yes, I should have tell you about that. Every time I come back from Barbados too, darling, that's what they do to me too. When I come back into this country, they put me through all of this fine print and all this thing. And I'm like, what the heck? I was there like, okay. In my mind, I was wondering, is all this necessary? But I didn't say nothing, you know. Shirley just said they are out for everyone, so please be safe. Exactly my point. Exactly. Why do you think I put my own son on alert? I even was going to text my daughter, because my daughter is one that she does not really walk with a lot of stuff. My daughter got her driver's license to get her car and go her. That's all she's be interested in, right? So somebody stopping you and you telling them, what are you talking about? I was born in this country or whatever. That's not going to be enough for them, because, okay, all you guys with driver's license. Do they want to go and take the time to go and look you up to see if you was born in this country? No. So I meant to text her as well. Michelle Standen said it will be 4 years of that. That's why I said, what is next month going to bring is my question. So Brenda O is saying, okay, you're responding to Janice. To be honest, we're supposed to legally have our documents on us, which is a fact. But a lot of people believe in, oh, I don't walk with my documents because if somebody snatched my bag or this gets stolen or my wallet get lost and I gotta go and apply again for all my documents, you better be safe than sorry. If you don't want to walk with the original thing, take a copy, photocopy it. At least you'll have it, so that there's no issues. Honestly, I've never had no problems walking with my documents in my wallet, in my bag. Never, ever had any problems losing anything at all, having to reapply for anything. But yes, my own daughter, by the time she was 18, and she wanted me to give her social security card and birth certificate to go and apply for this and that when it comes to work. Guess what? Before my daughter got 20, my daughter lost this social security card. My daughter lost her birth certificate and telling me that she gave it back to me. And I said, no, you did not. You did not. I remember well. So, you know, some people out there are good at keeping things, and some people, they misplace it easy, but you have to prepare yourself. Brenda also said, because not having your ID is going to have them take people into custody, true, and wasting your time as well to prove your status. Exactly. That's why it would be helpful for the jails allow ICE to get the criminals, but since they don't want to help ICE, you would see them everywhere. Yes, darling, they're going to be in people's jobs. They're going to be all over the place. So that's why we say prepare yourself, because there's a lot of things going on out there that could affect a lot of people, and you never know. Nobody's exempt. Trust me. Iris say, good morning, sweeties, watching from beautiful Barbados. Love your hair. It looks nice on you. Sugar. Thank you, darling. Sugar. I remember that word. Thank you for watching. Glennis, I see you in there. Oh, really, Donnellan? Really? She said, yes, you should get it. It's $100. I think you mean 100. Really? Okay, I'm going to look into that, darling. I will. The only thing I knew about is, oh Lord, what you call that one where when you go to the airport, like you don't have to wait in the line to go through the check-in with all the people and show your documents and whatever. Oh God, it's an express something, but you got to pay for it. Maybe that's the same thing you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it now. Oh Lord, I cannot remember the name, to be honest. But when I was in Florida, like when I was working at the airport, honestly, there was a section that we used to go through that we didn't have to go through with other people, especially even when we were working too. There was a line that we go through was for employees only. And even when you're traveling, you can go through that same line. But the one that I'm thinking about, I can't remember it. But I know it's an express type of line. So Vonda is saying, God is in charge. And you are right. Just how he put you up, he put you down. That orange CLOWN jumping too high. And you are right, darling. God is in control no matter what. He is in control. And that's why all we can do is just keep praying. But I'm telling you guys, the way how this year has started out, so many local delusional things has happened in this 2025 already that I'm like, this year is not a favorable one when it comes to certain things. I'm telling you, Shalitra, you just said it, darling, without me even reading that part about this man. Yes, you're right about that. Yes, Donna, exactly, Donna Lynn, yes. TSA pre-check is not the same. Okay, yes, but that is what I was referring to. The TSA pre-check, you got it. And Nettie got it too, exactly. Yes, Gloria, thank you for putting it in there, yeah. So, you know, just tell your children, your family, everybody, even when you're traveling locally, guys, still be on the alert. Traveling locally, you're driving from state to state because you don't know who out there tailgating you or even driving behind you and they're watching how you're driving. You just swerve a little bit or just be on the alert. Don't matter what you're doing, where you're going. Because again, you never know. I even heard yesterday on the YouTube, they're saying that they don't know if this one is going to come back. You know, when you apply for work, right? And they want to confirm your status, how they use that E-Verify thing to check you out and stuff like that. They say they don't even know if that can come back into place, where that one might even go out the window, where employers might not even be able to use that anymore. And I'm like, but why? Why? That helps them a lot, right? Where they don't have to sit and wait for all these things manually. Going through the E-Verify helps a lot. So hopefully, by the grace of God, they do not throw that one out the window too, because I tell you, my people, but a lot of people are thinking about what to do next. When I say a lot of people, because you know that there's a lot of people here who are undocumented, obviously. There's many people. You might even hear them on videos on YouTube talking. Maybe somebody interviewed them. Or maybe they're just doing a video right on their own. I saw one for myself. I think he was a Haitian man. And I think that they said that they detained that one. But he even had an outburst as well when they, when they did that. Donna is saying the global entry is more advanced. To get it, you have to be interviewed by the federal government. You can apply online for it. Okay, all right, darling. I'm going to remember that. Global entry. I'm going to research that and read more about it, and anyone that wants to do that as well, so that we are all informed, because nobody wants to stop traveling, you know what I mean? Or feel fearful that if they travel, when they come back, what they gonna put them through? You understand? Because yes, you could say, okay, I got my citizenship. They can't give me no problem. They could still give you a problem if they want to. They can still put you through the wire if they want to. All depends on who you meet on that day. Trust me, right? Because there's some that might probably use this to their advantage, meaning to give people a hard time, which I heard some people already saying that anyways, that they're even giving people a hard time even when they're returning, when they're traveling. Sorry, Mildred, thank you so much, darling, for watching. Appreciate you, for all of you. Appreciate you all. And this is the kind of things, guys, that we want to talk about, and we want to bring awareness, because there's probably a lot of people out there that like me. I told y'all I just got caught up over the weekend with all of this stuff that went on. And I was like, what the hell going on? Like, why ain't anybody hearing about all of this? So there's a lot of people out there that not hearing about it either and not aware of what's happening around them. It lasts for 5 years. Oh, okay, Donna. All right. Good to know that as well. Global entry, my people. Check it out. 5 years. Okay. Sounds great. So we want to bring awareness to a lot of people is what we want to do. This is what we want to do in this year. Anything you know about, anything you hear about, share. Sharing is caring. And not that you're sharing things to make people scared. No. You're sharing it to bring awareness so that people will be on their uppies, you know, when they're traveling, when they're going certain places, and understanding how important it is to have your documents. Have your documents. Don't say, oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We don't need to bring nothing. We don't need to bring this. Yes, you do. You need to bring it, because you don't know where you might be, that the income for you or is not about you, but you might just be in that spot where they appear for others, but you are there too. Because have you heard about this one that happened in Boston? They went for one person. And what happened? It so happened that that one person that was in that house that they brought out, they discovered that there were some others in that same house as well. One that was undocumented, guess what? They took him too. So that's what I'm saying. You might just be one of those that might be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And it was never about you. So Patrina is saying to Donna, yes, I saw one pilot explaining the difference between global entry and the TSA pre-check. Okay, all right. So I learned something new today, because I only knew about the TSA pre-check, but I did not know about that global entry one. So thank you so much for sharing that, Donna. That was Donna. I know we got more than one Donna here, but Donna Lane, I think it was. Thank you so much for sharing. So Tracy Farragut said, I truly hope these actions teach those who place them there a lesson. Not sure that any government agency currently is safe for people. And somebody else said that as well. Somebody said the same thing as well, that, hey, a lot of you asked for it. When I say a lot of you asked for it, meaning when you were listening to people conversations and they're cheering for this person, and yes, this one, we want this one. This lady, she ain't gonna do this, and no. Now some of them same people might feel it. Some of them same ones that was cheering on and gearing up, and yes, we need this one, we need this one. You yourself, or maybe your family members, might end up feeling the wrath from this as well. Trust me. Bar, you cannot come. Sorry, we don't accept people with 0 followers and people that never spoken here before. Sorry. So Tracy, you're right. But I do believe that if the other person I got in there, you know what I mean? I don't think that this would have been gone on this road so fast like this, even if she did a little something like that, especially people who are criminals or who are doing criminal act or DRUG and all these kind of different things. Maybe eventually they would have got some of them from here, but this is like a, I don't want to call it a, anyhow, we know that last time this person was in, they also did something like that too, right? A lot of people in New York City were detained, sent back to their countries. Even some that were U.S. citizens as well. They were sent back. It didn't matter. They were still sent back. And especially if they did anything wrong, having citizenship don't mean nothing. So Keisha Franklin Neal said, I have TSA pre-check, but I need to look into the other one. Yes, global entry, exactly. That's what I'm saying too. Marlene Smith is saying, put your trust in God and it will be a beautiful week. Just stay positive, stay away from gossip, heal and be productive. And productive, yeah. Everyone serves a purpose in this life. Let's respect each other. And you are right, darling. You are right. And truly in this life, at this moment, yeah, gossip is not even on my chart this year, meaning I'm more on learning positivity because we learn from each other. Look, today some of us learned something new that Donna Lynn shared with us. Global entry. Have I ever heard about that one? No, but I know about the TSA pre-check, but now I'm going to look into the global entry. So that's what I'm saying. It's all about educating ourselves. And if you realize on the top of my page as well, I also not kind of move away the women empowerment and put let's empower each other along with some other writing because I feel like that's what we have been doing. And I want us to continue that because life is a learning lesson. We live and we learn and we never stop learning. And we know that in this life, everything happens for a reason. Everything is in God's timing and God is in control, not man. So we got to always remember those three things. So when it happens, it was for a reason, right? Because if it was not meant to happen, God would not have allowed it to happen, right? So we just have to continue moving forward and just provide support to others, positivity and love. So Tracy also said they will, or someone close to them definitely will. Yes, that is what I'm saying, because I hear it all the time from people, right? Whether they say, oh, as long as you got your citizenship, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got this. You think so? Okay, you ain't got nothing to worry about, right? So you shouldn't be concerned about your family members, your children, other people that are your friends or your other relatives. There's so many people that surround you. It's just not about you. You have massive amount of people that are surrounding you. You got children that got children who are your grandchildren. Hello? Many people could be impacted. So it's not only about you. Think of others as well. But here's a say, voters regret. That's what is happening to some people in this country at the moment. I'm sure it is, darling. I'm sure it is. I've heard it from some people's mouth already, darling. But that's why they said be careful what you ask for in this life, right? Be careful what you ask for because you never know what you're going to get. And trust me, it's coming down. It's going to continue as well. I don't see it ending anytime soon. But we ourselves, we just have to be on alert others around us, no matter who it is. Deborah Nelson said, it is on my news now that 47-year-old, that 47 is doing more of this all week. I tell you, darling, that's what I'm saying. See? There's no end to this soon, I'm telling you. So buckle up for safety. Daphne Neal said, okay, I want one in baby pink or sky blue or that yellow with the same round neck. Okay, darling, inbox me so I can remember your size because all those other orders from before I had already tossed out the order list. So send me. All right. So Janice Brown creates, so guys, just go straight for global entry. It includes TSA pre-check. Yes, everybody that does not know about that global entry, definitely check it out. I will check it out myself later on as well when I get off of work to read more about it and educate others as well, you know, about it. So Elizabeth M. is saying the Bible say, wherever you tread your feet on that land, repose the land, the nation and the wealth of that country. Amen indeed, darling. Yes. And I'm not here today, again, don't make nobody think that I'm here to scare anybody today. No, this is just a conversation of bringing awareness and to everyone. So Brenda O is saying in America, we have been spoiled. In other countries, they will never make you use a citizens. And if they catch you without documentation, good luck. I'm telling you, that's true. You are right about that, darling. But Chick is saying, my quote, learning is a treasure that accompanies its owners everywhere. And it is indeed a treasure. And let me tell you guys something. I've learned so much from all of you, whether you comment in the comment section, whether you came and spoke on this platform, things that we didn't even know, whether it was about different cultures, the way different other people live. We have all learned a lot. I have, and I know a lot of people that come here have as well, especially growing up in the islands. And you know, the island people do their own thing. They got their own way of living. But then when you migrate to other countries and then you start having these kind of conversations that we have, and you realize, wow, what? They actually do that there? Like, oh my God, no, people don't live like that. Then it start opening up your mind to realize, Jesus, people are all different, all walks of the world. Some stories are like, wow, I wish I had experienced that. And some other stories are like, hell no, I would never want to do that. I would never want to eat this. I would never want to go there. So yes, but Linda Muhammad is saying, good morning, Sweet Peach. I was born here in the USA, but my last name being Muhammad, sometimes I had a lot of problems, especially when traveling. I am not married to that person anymore. I have got my maiden name back. Yes, and I can understand that totally, because that last name would give a lot of people the wrong impression, right? About you or where you were born or where you're from. So I understand that, darling. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But Janice Josie is saying, good morning, beautiful Sweet Peach and all the peaches online. Yes, I have global entry. It's very good. No immigration check-in. Jesus, I need that. I need that, because on my next international travel, I do not want to come back to drama. So thank you all for sharing that. That's wonderful. I'm going to definitely be looking into that. Stessa Starling, you're welcome. She said, thank you, Simply Sweet Peach, for info. Appreciate your platform. Thank you, and I appreciate you all as well. The video that the person sent me, honestly, you know, she was like, yeah, you could probably play it. But then as I listened to it, and I kept on hearing a woman talking about ICE this and this. I say, you know what? No, I didn't even want to go down that road of even repeating, having this name repeated. I mean, nothing wrong with saying that name, but I felt like in that video, because she's an immigration lawyer, she was saying it a lot. Because she was even talking about if they come and knock on your door, tell people, she want people to be aware, if they come and knock on your door, you're not obligated to open that door. She said you don't have to open your door. Do not open your door. Let them show you if they got a warrant. Tell them push it on your door. I'll put it by your window so you can read it. She said, don't open your door. You're not obligated to. They have to present you and show you with either the warrant, what they got from a court or a judge, before you can even do anything or make another step. Tell them to do that. So she's just trying to also educate people and to bring awareness of what's happening and the precautions to take. Right, Keisha Franklin Neal said, I need that too. Global entry. I'm telling you, we all gonna need it. We all gonna need everything that we can get. So if you hear or know about anything else that you think that people can use or that's going to be helpful, please mention it. And even if you're a silent watcher, you don't want to type it in the comments, inbox me. I will never call your name. Annie Mullins is saying, good morning. The global entry is to avoid joining the long, lengthy lines when getting back into the USA. I have it also. Awesome. Congrats to everybody that has that. So for us that don't, we are going to be looking into it and getting it, so that when we travel, whether we travel back to our countries or whether we go to another country, that we ain't got no problems when we come back, right? And it's not even so much about having problems, but going through this whole red tape thing. When the man said, oh, put your fingerprint, I'm like, what the heck? Like, I didn't resist or anything like that. But in my mind, I was like, what the hell is all this for? like I'm in some sort of trouble. This is what went through my mind at that moment. And I guess I was a novice to it because I never went internationally. So I was like, what the heck? But I did it anyway. Donna Garden said, I'm definitely getting that global entry. I'm telling you, all of us will get it. All of us. I don't know if it's still $100. Donna said it's $100. We'll see if it still is, because maybe they might go and jack up the prices because they're going to realize that everybody going to run and start getting these things. You know what I mean? So Keisha Franklin Neal said, how do I apply for it? She said you can apply online. Is it the same as applying for the TSA pre-check? I don't think so, it seemed, darling, but type it in on Google, how to apply for the global entry, and it will tell you, because I have to look it up myself as well, because I'm not finding out about it today on this live video. But Karen Kingston Moore said, good morning, Sweet Peach, and everyone. Happy Monday. The news also advises to ask for identification. Yes, absolutely, right? You're right, because how somebody ain't gonna knock at your door, you and people, and see who it is, right? Whether you got the peephole or whatever. And then you say, who is this? And they tell you, and you just open your door, and then they just bust in your house. No way. No, that's not the way that you should even approach these things. You're right. Ask for identification. If it's if you got a warrant to enter or to search or whatever, let me see it. Show me at the window. Or like the woman said, push it under my door so that you can read it. And she said, if it is not signed by a judge, you can refuse it, because that means that it might not be an official, real document that came from the court or the judge. So these are things to be aware of. So Grace is saying here they wanted us to put fingerprint when we wanted to get new passport. Stuff like that is understandable, right? Even sometimes when you go for certain jobs, they want you to do background check. They want you to do your fingerprints. That is understandable. But I guess for me, if it was weird, like, okay, I went out this country. Now I'm coming back in this country and I must put my fingerprint in there. Like, what the heck? But then this lady from Barbados who travel all the time, she said, yes, they do that because they want you to put your fingerprint there. Because since you've been gone out this country, if anything came down about you or your arrest or they're looking for you or anything like that, your fingerprint is going to say, hey, that is the person that's wanted. So that's why they make you do the fingerprint part. I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. So here's what said, they may also change the global entry rules. Who knows what is next? And here's what you're right about that. That's why I said, Donna said that she paid $100. They might go and jack up the price now when they realize that people are going to try to take this way out to come back instead of going through the red tape, right? So you never know. And they might change the rules, is right, because a lot of stuff they might start doing that they weren't doing before, because it's only January again, right? And anything is possible in this life. We are seeing that. We are living that. And these are the times to open your eyes. All the drama and saga and all these things, don't leave them things behind you, yeah? Because you know what? Especially when you're not even sure what's going to happen tomorrow. You ain't sure what's going to happen tomorrow. Because you don't know who the hell out there watching you, okay? They got YouTube. It's Facebook. It's TikTok. It is Twitter. It's Instagram. You don't know who watching you. I saw on a video for myself where those people were just parked here, right? But they know what they were doing. They were waiting on some people to leave their house. The people came out, drove out. They just start driving behind the people slowly. And then at one point when the people stop, they jump out and just went and just got them just like that. So that's what I'm saying. You don't know who's watching you. And my thing was, okay, how is it that they park over there waiting? Who alerted them that the person lived over there? Unless the person had their address publicly by their name, but they were just waiting silently. I even heard of one too where they came and got some people, and guess what? A Karen opened her window or the door, they say, and she said, thank you, thank you. Yes. And I was like, what? So did the Karen call on them? Oh, you never know. You never know, right? So Animale said, but be careful what you bring in, especially we West Indians that like to bring in our foods and any delicacy. Exactly. It can be taken away very easily from you. And you're right about that. And be careful bringing in certain things that look like, okay, let me get these salt leaves and all these different herbs and these different leaves and stuff. Because guess what? They're going to think that is M. So you got to be very careful indeed. Because you know how they like to search and take out this and say, what is this? And they put it through this thing that can detect if it's any DURG. So, okay, Janice Joseph. Yeah, I figured that would be too. So, Janice Joseph is saying that the global entry is a fingerprint too, and immigration is there with you in the room. And I guess you're talking about when you first applied for it and you're getting it, right? Because I would expect them to do that for sure in the beginning. But then when you travel, you won't have to come through them. Like get in the line and go through them. But I'm going to research and read more about it as well. So here's what Brett is saying. We have to keep focused and updated with the news daily. Amen. Indeed, you're right. And if you see something or you hear of something that you think that this next person needs to hear about or be aware of, look, send it. Because every day that goes by, I'm sure that there's going to be something new that's going to come up or something new that's going to take place that we didn't hear about last week. So yes, we should all keep each other informed is what we should do. Okay, thank you, Janice, for putting that in there. So Grace said the life does not the life does not become boring. Every day is something new. You are right, Grace. Every day is something new. Every day. And the thing about it is that even though every day is something new, should we focus on things that are not important? Or should we be focused on things that are important in this life? And I choose to focus on things that are important in this life because, again, that's what God wants us to do anyways. Focus on things that are important in this life and focus on Him as well because He's in control of everything, not man. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're not joining the live, you have to do a replay on it. It's not a lengthy live. We came here about 7:30 or so. So normally the live videos are only about an hour. I did mention on Saturday, if you miss any live videos and you're having problems playing it here on this app, check it out on YouTube because I will always upload it. Maybe later this evening when I finish working, I will upload it on YouTube because on YouTube you're not going to experience any issues when you go back to watch the video. I don't know why here some people are having a problem when they go back. 10 minutes after, then the video start giving a message unable to play, or I've seen it for myself as well. Brenda O said, customs have taken my mangoes in the past. Lord have mercy. Well, you know, the good thing about it is for me, when I came back from Nigeria, when I got in Atlanta, because that's where I landed in Atlanta. To be honest, I don't even think they checked my bags when I got in Atlanta, but before I left Nigeria, they checked. If there was anything, they said, no, you can't take this, or you need to take it out of this one and put it in this one. They checked me like so thoroughly. Even before you got on the plane, you had to do another check. When I got to Atlanta, I didn't have to go through that problem. When I got back to Orlando Airport, I didn't have to go through no problems with checking nothing else either. So it was smooth sailing after that. But some will say, I think these people know who they are looking for. It might be wrong. I might be wrong. Well, to be honest, yes, I believe that they know who they're looking for when they start going out and looking certain areas, workplaces and stuff. But I'm going to say a but there. But there's some other people that are still getting caught in the, I don't want to call it the cross, F-I-R-E. There's some other people that are getting entangled in it when they went looking for them as well. And they're not getting entangled because they arguing with them or nothing like that. It's just happening. Think about the one I told you they wait for in Boston, right? They took him. But what did they do? While they were there, they also found and realized that somebody in that house was undocumented and they took him too. But did they go for him? No. So that's what I'm saying is like if you have a group of people in your house, they come for maybe your brother. But hey, you got 20 people there at the party or 40 and they only came for your brother, but they're not leaving with 25 of them people for some other reasons. I'm just saying, right? What about when they go on the trains in New York? They're going on trains looking for specific people on the trains. How do they know that that person board that A train or board that B train? You see what I'm talking about? I even heard that they were at the hospital in New York. Did they go to the hospital for somebody that was admitted there? I mean, I don't know what is going on, or if they're just going there looking for people. I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying, right? But Lady Mahana says, sweet peace, these phones that we have are nothing but tracking devices. Yes, you're right about that, darling. And people have been saying that for years and years. So you are right. Really. Grace is saying here, most of the time in the airport, they take food most of the time away. And they take lots of money too. Throughout the food. Wow. They take money too? No, that's wrong. That's just wrong. That's not even right. So hint to people, right? Grace, people in your country should not take money with them. Only bring the food so that if they throw out the food, they ain't get no money. Wow, that's wrong. Oh, God. Tawana, okay, if you call me, darling, you have to call me. I don't know if you mean now, but if you plan on calling me outside of this live video, it'll have to be later this evening, darling, when I'm finished working. When I am on calls, talking to patients, I can't answer. So, I see you, my Mandy, I see you. So, Vanessa Lewis say, yes, I'm getting that error message on replay. Yes, people inbox me about it to WhatsApp, and yeah, I had to end up sending them the YouTube link once I put the video on YouTube, because that's how I know that something is not right. Why, when I put the video on YouTube, the whole video is playing with no problems. As a matter of fact, on one of my Samsung devices, I get that error. When I go on another Samsung device, I can watch the whole video on this app with no problems. So I don't know if it's only happening on some phones. I don't understand what's going on. But yes, guys, you got to subscribe to YouTube. YouTube is free. Subscribe don't mean that you got to pay. You go over there, you see the YouTube channel, which is Sweet Peach. Just hit subscribe. There's no charge. And you just watch the videos as I upload there. A lot of people that don't come over here watch it there as well. Bernice Phillips, thank you so much for 100 stars, darling. Appreciate you. So Donna Lynn is saying that's when they call you in for the interview. You have to take fingerprint and your picture. Once you pass the background check, they will send you the card in the mail. Okay, right. That's what I figure, right? With anything like that, absolutely they're going to want to do fingerprints. Okay. So now you guys understand a little bit about how that global entry works. Yes, you're going to need an interview as well, based on what Donna Lane is telling us. And the background check also. So keep that in mind. So Grace said, only look for things which are important. Exactly, dear sister Miss Sweet Peach. Always first look at our living God, Jesus Christ. Amen, amen. Because there's so many things again going on in this world that we can lose sight of if we're not paying attention, or if our focus is on different things that are not even based on what's going on in this world. We could miss out on a lot. And I tell you, when all this stuff hit me over the weekend, I was seeing all this, I was like, when the heck did all this happen? Like, why wasn't I hearing about this? You know? So here's a thank you for 200 stars. She said we continue to be informative, sharing anything that is current and useful. Amen and amen to that. And beneficial to all of us, because a lot of us are from different countries. A lot of us were not born in this country, and not because you come from a different country and you got citizenship don't mean that you are exempt. No, it does not. Read about it. Watch videos about it and realize that a lot of U.S. citizens were people that were also detained, and that probably going to still continue to happen even if they release them later on. But if they detain them and they found out that anything out there, any activity or anything was going on, guess what? They ain't going back home. But Janice Job said after you apply online for it, they give you the date. You have to go with your passport and ID in the airport. Thank you, darling. Thank you all. Everybody, I see you in there, Emmanuel. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Sandra Stewart, thank you so much for 100 stars. She said, good morning, sweet peach. You look so beautiful. God bless you. Thank you, darling. God bless you too and your family, all of you. And I pray for all of us. I pray for all of us. Don't just pray for you and your family. Pray for everyone. Because like I said, a lot of us are immigrants. We're from different countries. We weren't born here, a lot of us. So Vanessa Lewis said they used the criminal element as a reason for mass deportation. However, we all know the laws never stop criminals. Only the innocent. That's true too. You are right, darling. Indeed. So Lynette Martin saying they're looking for those who eating the people pets. What? Are you serious? They're looking for those who eating the people's pets. What the heck? I did not hear that part, darling. I heard about criminal activities. Jesus. Where did you see that, Lynette Martin? Oh my God. For real? I know that they detained somebody like that from that country of age, but I know that they're looking for people like that. Georgina Murray, thank you for 100 stars. Lord Father, my God, my God. Jesus, take the wheel. So the people that eating the people's pets, those people, well, don't even say nothing on me. Let me just leave that one alone here. That's crazy. Oof. And Brenda, oh yes, you are correct. Because one of the people that got arrested last week in Boston, he was one that had just gotten out of court the day before. Like they let him go when he has so many different offenses and stuff like that. And some of them that were part of that arrest as well, they said they even wanted in their own countries for some other criminal acts that they did over there as well. So I guess maybe their countries will be happy that they got detained and sent back. Edwin F. Finma. Let me see. I think I got it on my page, but I will check. Diane Hunter said they only take money if it's over 10,000, a large amount of money. Well, I'm not sure. Grace will have to tell us. I'm sorry. Grace is from Iran, I think. Iran. So I don't know if it's based on a lump sum of money or not. One moment. I'm checking something. Oh, yeah, you're right. I took away... One moment. I'll get it. I was thinking that I had the link, the YouTube link still on this page, but I think I took it away, but I'll get it for you. One moment. Okay. YouTube. Copy. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so I'm Lynette Martin. I'm still curious. Where did you see that one? Guys, let me pin the coffee, not the coffee. Let me pin the YouTube link in there. That's my YouTube link. It should just say Sweet Peach when you go to that page. So that's the YouTube there. When you're having issues playing these videos on FB, but you have to wait till afterwards. I don't put it right away. I normally will put it later on because, as you can imagine, I have to download it. And then by the time I get off this live video, I have to start to work at 9. So once you see me start taking calls, I can't be downloading stuff at the same time. It's going to be impossible. So I'll put this one video up later like I do every time I put the videos, okay? Really, Clara Gogo say $10,000 is permitted in transit transiting the U.S. But Grace is Grace is from Iran. So, that country is different. You know what I mean? So, even if the people probably got a little money, even if it's $200, $300, they probably will take the people money. I don't know, but it's not right. But Brenda O is saying, so a lot of them were let out from their country jail and cycle wars. I don't want those people next to me or my kids. We have enough crazies over here as it is. Yes, apparently I heard about a lot of them were did criminal activities, especially the ones that they arrested in Boston last week. They did a lot of criminal activities in their countries. They were wanted, and they just fled from the country. Obviously, landed somewhere here in the great United States, and apparently they continue with those criminal activities. And yes, one of them even went to court the day before, and for some reason he was let out or let off for some reason. So they were able to pick him up the next day after that from the home. And that's where some others that were in that home got picked up as well. So yeah, Vanessa, right. I remember when they were saying that all the people were eating those pests. Those immigrants were here legally in Ohio. They had temporary protected status. Oh, really? There might be some changes to those ones as well, like those ones that have the temporary visas that are just for like work stuff. I think it called H2 or H1B. I don't know. Look, we just have to keep each other informed, and do a lot of reading up on these things. So keep me informed as well. So Clara Gogo is saying, Sippy Sweet Peach, good morning. I'm busy. Let your followers look for ACLU and knowing your rights for immigration. Okay. Somebody can screenshot that, or I will go back later. Okay, ACLU, all caps, and then know your immigration, your rights for immigration. Thank you, darling, for sharing that. Definitely, yeah, because like that lady is saying as well, the immigration lawyer, even when you're traveling, you're coming back and you have to go through them because you don't have this global entry yet. Know your rights, right? Don't let them make you sign nothing. Don't sign nothing. Tell them you're signing nothing. You want to see immigration lawyer or immigration judge, she said, is what you're going to tell them. Do not sign anything because you could be signing your rights away is what is going to end up happening if you don't understand what's going on. Oh God, Sandra Stewart says, Sweet Peach, leave that talk alone. Don't get into that. We never see nobody eat people. Oh my God. Oh God, Jesus take the lead. And you're right. I never seen anybody eat none. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm not even going to go there. You're right. But I'm going to read John's comment, and then I'm going to go. Guys, we can always come back to bring more of this if needed, because it's going to be an ongoing thing. So we want to keep informed and inform each other. John S. said, the money must be disclosed immediately upon entry. You should have a slip showing that you had declared it in the country where you started or last port. Yes, which makes sense, true. But why would somebody be traveling with such a large amount of money? $10,000 for what? Okay, well, maybe if they're going to their country to deposit or whatever. But hello, they got so many ways now that you can transfer money to other countries so that the people can deposit in an account for you if you got one over there. Well, you can't trust everybody, right? Especially with big money like that. So, yeah, but let me see about the money clearance. Diane Hunter said it tells you about it on the immigration clearance form. If you're carrying a large amount of money, you have to say why you have that large amount on you. Yeah, facts. I could see why. All right, my people. So I gotta go. But thank you, Clara. I will go back and read. Okay, I'll go back and read some more of your comments as well. Yes, Stephanie, that H2 visa. There's two different. Okay, Clara. All right, you can drop information in here as well. that you have about, you can drop it, darling. People come back and people read these comments all the time. So you can drop it, okay? Thank you so much, Priscilla, for 300 stars. Appreciate you all. But John is saying the pet eating thing were lies. Well, only God knows that, right? Love you all. Thank you to everybody sending the stars and share this video and being here. I'll see you all later, and I will upload this video to YouTube later on. Bye-bye.